I follow Italian politics closely, and that's not without reason. I think that Italy is the bellwether for politics in Europe and therefore globally. And so I think the patterns that start here echo out. And so if you look at these most recent elections, the municipal elections, you saw a very interesting pattern emerge that we haven't seen in quite some time. My name is Arun Chaudhary. I'm a political creative director. I actually got my start working for Barack Obama on his first campaign in 2008, where I was his videographer, which was something that they let me keep doing at the White House, which was obviously an incredible experience. And then after that, I was able to do the same sort of job, but become more of a creative director, so bringing in graphics and things like this for Bernie Sanders when he ran in 2016. And now I've moved to Europe, and I'm working for a company called Social Changes. I follow Italian politics closely, and that's not without reason. I think that Italy is the bellwether for politics in Europe and therefore globally. And so I think the patterns that start here echo out. And so if you look at these most recent elections, the municipal elections, you saw a very interesting pattern emerge that we haven't seen in quite some time, which was that the right, who have been turning out at extraordinary levels for the last decade, did not come out. I think you can ascribe that to a variety of reasons. They didn't have the best candidates, they faced a couple of scandals, but I think you can also ascribe it to the fact that you can't keep up a sort of fever pace of your supporters election after election after election. Interestingly, I've said that I think things are starting in Italy and then going other places. I think the German election is a very good example of this. To me, the German election and the victory of the SPD is in many ways the final chapter of a global pattern that started in the Italian regional elections. That started in Emilia Romagna and Toscana, where you saw the civic left, the traditional left, and the center left come together in order to combat what they thought was, global extremism, and was global extremism. So you saw that with Joe Biden, you saw that all over the place, and you saw that in Germany. Angela Merkel's, leaving the CDU leadership, number one, was what made the German election wide open, because there was a huge group of voters who identified with her more than with any party, who then were divided up amongst the parties. But this is also true for Europe, where she has just been an important kind of counterweight to a lot of the illiberal things we've seen coming out of Hungary, other places. She has been sort of a very strong opponent. She has had the closest relationship with the US at a time where it has been rocky with other folks. And so I think her leaving the European stage leaves an enormous void, and it is not clear who fills that. People put enormous hopes on the Biden administration to sort of reset the alliances in Europe. Obviously, Donald Trump was a bull in a china shop, as we say, just breaking things right and left. And one of the things he really didn't seem to care about was a lot of his continental relationships. That being said, I think that initial flush of excitement, that initial visit, those initial G20 meetings, G7 meetings, resulted in some early action that now seems a bit stalled. Some of that goodwill is starting to dissipate, I think, as things aren't getting done. And I think what Europe has to understand is that Joe Biden only has a couple more months of being an effective president, just because of the way the American system works. Soon it will be political season, it will be the midterms, and the Democrats are projected to lose, and maybe even lose big. And this will hamper his ability to govern domestically as well as reinvigorate these partnerships. So you may see the US unable to live up to some of the commitments we've said about climate change. And so I think how the relationship will go forward depends on, in the next few months, how many of these promises become real.